named Red Riding Hood, who lived with her mother on the edge of a large wood. One day her mother asked her to take a basket of fresh fruit and mineral water to her grandmother's house, not because this was a woman's work, mind you, but because her deed was generous and helped engender a feeling of community. Furthermore, her grandmother was not sick, but rather in full physical and mental health, and was fully capable of taking care of herself as a mature adult.
So Red Riding Hood set off into the woods with her basket in tow. Many people believed that the woods was a foreboding and dangerous place and never set foot in it. But Red Riding Hood, however, was confident enough in her budding sexuality that such obvious Freudian imagery did not intimidate her.
On the way to grandmother's house, Red Riding Hood was accosted by a wolf, who asked her what was in your basket. She replied,
"Some helpful snacks for my grandmother, who is certainly capable of taking care of herself as a mature adult." The wolf said,
"You know, my dear, it isn't safe for a little girl to be walking in the woods alone." Red Riding Hood said,
"I find your sex's remark offensive in the extreme, but I will ignore it because of your traditional status as an outcast from society, the stress of which has caused you to develop your own entirely valid worldview. Now, if you'll excuse me, I must be on my way."
Red Riding Hood walked along the path, but because of his status outside, society had freed him from slavish appearance to linear Western-style thought. The wolf knew a quicker route to grandmother's house.
He burst into the house and ate Grandma, an entirely valid course of action for a carnivore such as himself. Then, unhampered by rigid traditionalist notions of what was masculine or feminine, he put on Grandma's night clothes and crawled into bed.
Red Riding Hood entered the cottage and said,
"Grandma, I have brought you some fat-free and sodium-free snacks to salute you on your role as a wise and nurturing matriarch."
From the bed, the wolf said softly,
"Come closer, child, so that I might see you better."
Red Riding Hood said,
"Oh, Grandma, I totally forgot you're optically challenged as a bat. But you know what, Grandma? Can I tell you what big eyes you have?"
"They have seen much and forgiven much, my dear."
"But, Grandma, what a big nose you have. But you know what, hold on. Only relatively, of course, and certainly attractive in its own way."
"It has smelled much and forgiven much, my dear."
"But you know what, Grandma? Now that I look closer, you know what big teeth you have, too."
"I am happy with who I am and what I am." And leaped out of bed, grabbed Red Riding Hood in his claws, and tipped him devoured. Red Riding Hood screamed, "Oh!"
not out of alarm at the wolf's apparent tendency towards cross-dressing, but because of his willful invasion of her personal space.
Her screams, "Oh!" Her screams were heard by a passing woodchopper person, or log technician, as he preferred to be called. When he burst into the cottage, he saw the melee and he tried to intervene.
But as he raised his axe, Red Riding Hood and the wolf both stopped.
Hey, and just what do you think you're doing?
Whispered Red Riding Hood. Asked Red Riding Hood. The woodchopper person blinked and he tried to answer, but no words came to him.
You know what I said? Bursting in here like a defender dog? Trusting your weapon to do the thinking for you? Are you crazy? You sexist? You specious? And how dare you assume that a woman and wolf can't solve their problems without a man's help?
She totally exclaimed.
When she heard Red Riding Hood's impassioned speech, Grandma jumped out of the wolf's mouth, seized the woodchopper's axe, and cut his head right off. After this ordeal, Red Riding Hood, Grandma, and Wolf felt a certainly commonality of purpose.
In the end, Grandma was charged with first-degree person slaughter, and the wolf became vegan, while Red Riding Hood lived the remainder of her life being a women's rights activist.
What is that?
I don't know. It's so dumb.